can at least. For starters, I hate when I lose my keys. I think almost anyone, when they leave the house, would hate to forget their keys. It causes a lot of stress. Like I thought I lost them a week or so ago. They were actually on the kitchen table, so I didn't lose them. But the stress of it almost caused me to be late for the first class of the day. Yeah, that's not good. As well as your wallet, your phone, your keys are one of the most important things you should leave the house with, in my opinion. No, it's not in my opinion. It's required. Otherwise, how are you gonna get back in your house if you think about it? And if you forget your phone, oh boy, how are you, in today's world, you're probably not gonna make it all that far without your phone and stuff. And with your wallet, it probably has all your ID, your credit cards. Awful if you forget it at home or even lose it. I once lost my wallet. It took like a long time. It took like a long time for me to recover everything. Like I need to get new everything. Cards. Yeah, it's complicated. Second, I hate when your pants pockets aren't deep. If your pants pockets aren't deep, stuff can fall out, like your wallet or your keys or your phone. Or someone could reach into your pockets and take stuff. Now, why is this annoying? I don't want to think about losing my important stuff when I'm walking across the street, or if I'm just sitting down and my phone starts to fall out of my pocket. Pockets should always be deep, and there should be many pockets for everything. On your pants, there should be like for example, when you wear sweatpants, the pockets usually aren't that deep if there are even any pockets. So yeah, if your pockets aren't deep, I would recommend getting different clothes with deeper pockets. Yeah. Another one. If the sun is in your eyes. For example, when I'm driving in the morning to my first class, like 7:30 in the morning, the sun's starting to come up, and my car windshield is usually a bit foggy. So that plus the light going in my eyes, more likely to cause an accident. Even if you're running late, like let's say like you live like 10 minutes away and and you drive and it takes like 10 minutes driving or whatever. Like in my like in my like in my experience once, it yeah, it can take a long time for the windshield to be all clear and you can see properly again. Yeah, it's just when the sun's in your eyes, you can't see anything in front of you, next to you, behind you. More likely to cause an accident, which could, if you're like driving to class, if you're a commuter, or if you're going to work, it can cause many problems. Like attendance would be attendance would be damaged, and you would probably be like fired for showing up late, unless you give a reasonable answer, like you got in a car crash and you couldn't make it on time, if you're lucky. I also don't like cloudy skies all that much. If it's in the afternoon, like after 12 p.m., I don't even know why I said that because that's already 12. That's already afternoon. But anyway, yeah, I don't like cloudy days after that because if you think about it, at least in my opinion, the more cloudy it is, the later it feels. Like if it's 1 o'clock and it's very cloudy, it feels like 4 or 5 o'clock. I just don't know why it is. It also doesn't feel right. I like sun and partly cloudy, not like full gray clouds. I like the blue sky. Otherwise, it's just too depressing. I'm not that much of a depressed person at all. Also, cable television doesn't make sense anymore in this day and age. Sure, some businesses still use cable television, and that's okay because not everyone would want to watch streaming, let's say, or watch what you want to stream. But still, if you think about it, cable television is over $100 a month, and you have to be lucky for what shows are on. For example, Let's say you want to watch, I don't know, Breaking Bad. You have to pray that it's on AMC or on demand. And if it's not, you're just going to have to wait another day, if they even showed anymore. The best thing to do is probably just get a smart TV if you have a cable, because then if there's nothing on, you can still stream. Even so, cable TV, cable television is just going out. It's just going out. No, I don't like cable television that much. Sure, I put it on when there's like nothing, when I'm feeling bored and I want to do something, like background noise. That's basically it. Otherwise, I would just stick to streaming. Honestly, if you just have Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll, if you're into anime or something, and I don't know, Paramount Plus or Disney Plus, then you're all set, and it's a lot cheaper. Like I would imagine it's like $50 as compared to like 120 per month. You save in half per month. Now that's a good deal if you ask me. Another big one: if you forget your password on anything, I just don't like that. Even if you write it down and you don't remember the password to get into that specific document, like if you're smart enough to write it down and protect it. If you forget passwords, it can be complicated. Very, very complicated. Very complicated. I know I sound like a broken record. um, yeah, I forget my passwords often, so I have to resort to writing it down. If I didn't do that, also, before I continue, I know Google and stuff has password savers, but I don't see how that would be effective. If someone steals your laptop, they can just essentially, they could just essentially steal all your information. And that would not be good if someone stole your bank information, your social security card, security number, not card. They have the card on the internet, and other stuff like that. Hot weather, it's okay, but I'm not a big fan when it's over 85. I just don't like to sweat. Yeah, I just don't like to sweat. Even if it's in the AC, I refuse to go outside because it's way too hot, and I feel weird. And it feels no, I just don't feel comfortable in hot. I just don't do well with hot weather. I'm more into cold weather, like snow. I'm not into rain. I mean, I like a little bit of rain, but not too much, like the floods we had a couple weeks ago. If you know, you know. Now, here are a couple things that I do like: snow, especially if it's at night. You can see. You don't even have to put the light on outside to see how much it's snowing, because if you're living right next to a street light, you can see the snow falling, and you can see how high it's been snowing. And it's just easy exercise for shoveling snow. You could just build a snowman if you're into that. You just stay inside and relax, play video games. And with a snowstorm, you don't have, well, before COVID, it would be a snow day. But now after COVID and Zoom, I'd imagine it would be a Zoom day, not a snow day. I wish COVID didn't take that away, though. Just think about it. No school because of snow, that would have been perfect. But thanks to Zoom and COVID, took it all away. What's another thing that I like? Anyway, back to what I was saying about snow. I like cold weather. Cold weather is good. As you can see, I'm probably wearing a hoodie. Why am I wearing a hoodie, Wesk? Because I like wearing it. And I feel more comfortable when I'm talking with a hood on. I don't know if there's heavy what else do I not like that do I find annoying? Also, I'm gonna have to probably say this just to get it out there. I am not really that big of a fan of eggplant, even though I'm part Italian. I know that's like sacrilegious. All my family loves like eggplant parm, but I'm not the huge fan of it. Now, one more thing that I find that I like pizza. Now let's talk pizza toppings. Addressing the elephant in the room, pineapple on pizza. Sure, it does belong, but I'm not gonna say that I prefer it. It's okay. I only I only get pineapple. I would only get pineapple on pizza if I feel like eating it. Otherwise, I would not get it, like at all. Like I understand why people would hate it, but I'm just like in the middle. Like I kind of don't like it, but I like it at the same time. If that makes sense. But the best topping, sausage and mushroom. A close second is pepperoni. Something about sausage and mushroom slices, they're very good. I don't know how to describe it. Yes, I do. They're just good. Good, good. If you have also one more thing that I kind of hate. When you lose power and you don't know when it's going to go back on. I know everyone probably hates that. But here's why I honestly hate it. Most of the classes homework is based online now. And without that, we basically wouldn't be able to do our homework. And let's say you have an 8 a.m. class, the power goes out at 8 p.m. and the power goes back on at like 1 a.m. And you have a lot of homework due from the night before. You would not be able to do it because the power would be out. And then you would probably lose a grade, lose points, all because the power went out and it's out of your control. If the teacher was nice, of course, or the professor's nice. Well, I know this is probably not on topic, but I think I should just mention it a little bit. Um, there's one thing that I like about college apart from high school. You can just like leave to go to the bathroom anytime you want. You have more responsibilities, and you could leave right after your test is done. When I was in high school, you were not allowed to do any of that. You had to ask to use the bathroom. You were not allowed to wear hoodies. I mean, that makes no sense asking to use the bathroom, like perform a bodily function. Honestly, if I was told no and it was an emergency, I would just go right there. But that's just me. I don't know about y'all. So yeah, that's it. Again, the worst things, first world problems. You're losing keys. Pockets aren't deep, like they fall out easily. The sun gets in your eyes easily, like if you're driving and the sun's right in front of you. Can't do anything about it, even with the sun visor down. Cloudy skies, I just don't like. I just find them depressing. And I'm not a depressed person, so I'm not into that kind of weather. But if it was a cloudy with snow, then it would be different because the clouds aren't gray; they're more white than gray. Cable television is useless at this point. Like I said, just get streaming, and if you still have cable, I recommend just getting streaming and not use cable anymore, unless it's part of a plan like my family uses. Unfortunately, if I hate forgetting my passwords, I hope you don't as well. And very hot weather, I just don't like. I don't like sweating. Sure, the AC is nice, but I would prefer to walk home when the heat is on and I am freezing cold and I can barely feel my hands, my face, or my fingers. And that's pretty much it.